This is the time travel episode. Oh, we time traveling to the great beyond and shit.
Avcon put me on a spot with this interview.
Oh yeah,
it was your idea.
It was my idea, but it wasn't like confirmed. Like
AOB,
what did exactly?
I don't do interviews. You heard me. I don't do interviews.
All right. How both the interviewer and the interviewer are both surprised? How this shit gonna go?
All right. Ask you if you got a question.
How you start off with? So, what question would you like me to ask you guys?
Then ask
you the same questions.
Yo, ask me about my hat, yo. ask me that.
Don't ask me nothing. You hear me?
This is wild, man. We here, babies. 2019.
Yo, we in the future.
How we in the future?
At this moment, in this moment, there's gonna be a window. You guys don't see it yet. You're gonna see it. It's a moment where we're in the future. It's the moment between where this video airs and right now. That's why I can travel to different worlds through the hearts.
Yo, I had a crazy dream last night that like I was in Avengers Endgame.
Dad, that is not the movie I want to be. That shit.
Yo, bro, like I had a dream. I went to somewhere like nigga Thanos was there. This nigga's like trying to break into Avengers headquarters to get the rest of these niggas, but like they trying to catch niggas. I'm somewhere in some building. I go into the basement. It's like mad villains there. Like smash. I'm trying to play it off smooth. We capture some niggas. Smash shit jumping off. Shit getting lava and litter. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. I'm like, damn, I'm in the dream scared. Like, I'm in there scared. My powers ain't working. I don't even know if I got powers. Niggas just keep yelling at me to use them. And it's the bitch with no powers yelling at. So I'm like, Black Widow, you're not helping me. Like, you're not helping me, my nigga.
Dead.
Shit getting crazy.
That's mad funny.
I'm about to get caught. Like, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get out of there. The rapper Buddy's there. I don't know why this nigga's there. He's just crip walking. I'm like, he's not helping get me out of there or get me caught. He's just crip walking. Like, I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? What's going on?
That's why that's dreaming.
What shit the fuck though?
Shit get to the climax, shit jumping off, niggas breaking the HQ. I'm like, oh, mother waking me up. Like, yo, can you take me to Target? I had to look up what the what?
I'm Thanos.
Yo, take me to Target? Yeah. just trying to get back in the dream. I can't leave my troops behind. Like, I was fake leader in there. Like, Captain America was there, but like, I was leader.
Nigga go back to sleep. Niggas is crawling. Where were you? Why didn't you use it? You were the only one, the chosen one. This was all real somewhere else.
I closed my eyes. I swear, like, I started like phasing back into the dream. What time we gonna go? Oh my fucking God, yo. What time is it? It's 11:30.
Oh man. My son was supposed to save a parallel universe.
Hey, do you believe in a parallel universe? I do.
I don't know why. Like, I don't be having dreams like that anymore. Like, for a while. Like I'll have 4 hours or 8 hours of sleep and I dream at all.
Mm-hmm.
And during my 15-minute break at work, I'll take a little nap. And I'll have like 2 or 3 dreams like within that 15 minutes. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I have vivid dreams like that, but once I wake up, memory's gone. Like, I can only remember the fact that it was a wild dream. Like, wow, it was mad shit going on in there. Like, once I wake up, I can feel the images just fading. Like, I'm like, damn, like I just got out the dream.
Step your lucid up, bro.
Nah, I have full control in the dream. I'm talking about after I wake up, it's just
I be remembering shit. When I like go back into old dreams, I'll be like, oh shit, I remember this dream. And I'll be in there from like a different perspective. Should be crazy. I'll be like, yo, watching me do the dream the first time, like, oh,
yeah, I've done
this is crazy. Dreams. I know this is about to turn out.
Yeah, dreams are cool. That's why you always gotta follow them, Stay true. I was trying to be wise in 20.
You don't even remember your dreams. What the fuck you gonna follow?
Speaking of,
it's the thought.
Speaking of dreams, I want to kind of, get into
Can we introduce the episode? Damn, bro.
Okay,
damn,
you
bro.
got it. You got
My
it.
bad.
Yeah, I thought it was like the perfect way to segue, feel me? But I had to fuck off my shit. But go ahead, say,
all right,
get your shit off.
Now you don't get an intro.
Get your shit off.
What's good, y'all? What's this? Episode 17 or something, Venture. First episode of 2019.
Let's
You
go.
already know it's your boy Ave Campbell, that motherfucking nigga, the bar guy, 8 guy, young Aristotle.
Yo, it's
fucking
BukDaWorld,
Omeezy.
aka Too Loud, the freaking naughty venture, yeah, the nasty one, the one that never messes up his intro.
But you did mess up your intro last year. And that's everybody that's on the show. So, okay. In the back.
That's crazy. In my own crib, in my own studio, in my own face. Don't talk about me when I'm not here.
I talked about you when you was here. I didn't talk about you when you was here. In the back, we got the superstar of the group.
You already know.
Mr. No Face, No Case.
3 guns and a gun for
3
his
guns
guns.
and a gun for the gun. 2019, I got the new gun.
That's a fact.
My nigga Omeezy.
Oh, what?
Omeezy.
Yep. I'm returning my handguns. I'm getting a shotty for this year. I'm getting a shotgun, feel me?
Ooh.
See, that's gonna fuck you up because all you could do is gun butt like this.
Omar from the wire. I'm not gay though, feel me?
Not gay though.
No homo.
No homo.
I'm not gay though.
No homo, thug.
Hey, player. Hey, player.
You think I'm some sort of no homo thug?
Talking about that thug love.
Yeah.
Y'all got any New Year's resolutions and things like that?
Healthier me, man. I'm trying to
Cutting on the cocaine?
ease up on
Cocaine?
the toxins and be more vegan. I'm trying to be more vegan.
Are you vegan at all?
I'm trying to be more vegan, as in like I'm not vegan at all, and I want to be.
Just because you don't like chicken doesn't make you vegan.
He likes chicken, bro.
Word, I do like.
I've
chicken.
seen this nigga bust down chicken wings.
So
I eat
2019
chicken.
and on, chicken all.
Nah, just like just trying to be healthier, man. Eat healthier, be more conscious of what I eat and shit.
Fucking with your period, right?
I can't want to be the best me.
This is why I don't like when this nigga gets quiet because I know he's
Samuel L. Jackson's a vegan, right?
That's what's up.
He said he had a stroke or some shit and was just like, oh nah, it's time to be vegan. I'm not trying to wait till I run into the stroke to be like, oh, I need to be vegan. Like I'm trying to just be vegan now, get my powers early.
Face get a little melty.
Nah, you remember Scott Pilgrim Take Over the World? I'm trying to get like my powers. Like I'm about to be a 5th degree vegan.
Like my cousin said, just gotta let it happen. Deal with it later.
Yeah, it goes up the same.
No, let the stroke happen, then deal with it later.
What? You hit my son over
It might change your life. It could be a stroke of genius.
You might reach into that,
Come out smart as fuck.
Yeah, I hear that.
Come on, smart as fuck.
Y'all let me know how that goes.
Have your face stiff, but you smart as fuck.
Deep into that left
You
brain.
have the stroke of genius, and you just take the stroke, right? It's just
Pause. Don't take a stroke.
Nah, he's a no homo.
Yeah, he's a homo. He's a homo. He's a right.
Dang.
What's going on? You got any resolutions?
I just want to get shit done, man. I just want to stop complaining, stop going through too much thought process before like I get something. Like if I want to be able to go get it. And I'm more to where like I want to make sure I want to work as much as I can. I want to make sure I want to take opportunity. Take charge of every opportunity that come my way to the fullest. And like I want to work so much that I'll forget to eat certain days. Like even yesterday, I literally didn't eat all day long till like just I was doing so much. And pretty much I want to be on that type of time for the entire year.
Nigga trying to kill
just to get shit done. Like I'm tired of sitting down. I want to be out there. I want to put out content. I want to be more.
You want to be hood famous?
More involved. I want to be world famous.
Yeah,
like
shout out my homegirl, world famous. Like, shout out that.
That's what's up, man. I could definitely agree. Do you think that people sometimes get in their own way of?
I definitely like
because the way you like worded that made it sound like
I definitely get in my own way. Like literally,
I get in my own way
I hold shit back.
sometimes.
I hold shit back simply because maybe my reaction to how people are gonna react to what I do. Like I think about like how I'm gonna react. Like if I do something, somebody shit on it, or somebody look at it sideways, somebody downplay it. Like the thought process that I go through as far as how I'm gonna react to it. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I don't need to put out that type of energy. Let me just keep my shit to myself. But when keeping your shit to yourself, it can only go so far. If you gotta get others involved in it to go further than what you could do. Yeah. Together we accomplish more. Remember that? So I'm trying to be on that type of time. I'm trying to like work with people to get shit done. Like I don't need nothing from you, but I just.
Was that supposed to spell team? Nah.
What?
Emma.
No. It's supposed to. It does in a way. You just gotta word it right. But together we accomplish more. But you just gotta word it right. I read it.
No, you had it right the first time.
I had it right. Yeah. Why you just think you're trying to channel?
Now he was asking.
Oh,
because I was like, I'm like, oh shit, okay.
Oh yeah.
See y'all niggas acronyming it up.
Super dope.
So like that's I do get in my own way all the time. Like, I feel like
a lot of people get in their own way. I get in my own way sometimes. Like I could be a lot more productive than I don't sometimes.
Like, I be want to like get with people to help them, but nowadays you get with people try to help them, they feel like you're trying to get something from them. Like no, like I honestly just want to help you. I want to, because like I'm tired of seeing you at this stage, and I know that I could provide something that could get you to the next level. Like if I can, I'll approach you about it, but depending on how you react to it, if you feel like
genuine help.
Yeah, genuine help. But people feel like
but
you're trying to get something from it.
This instant gratification society we in today, man, like everybody, I hate that the way like the majority of people, especially young people, they view business as like, yo, like when you do business, my nigga, ain't no feelings involved. It's just straight to the money, get the money. That shit kind of like takes away a little bit from ethics and morals and shit. And then there's a little disconnect there. I don't like how our society has got to that point where like business is just like, oh, you can do all of these underhanded things and practices or whatever you have to do to get profit. And then when people press you about it, it's just oh, it was just business. Like, and that's supposed to be like the standard, like, oh, anything is okay as long as it's in the name of capitalism or business.
And some people feel like just because you never went through it, you can't have any opinion on it. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that concept. I don't like that idea, because I feel like doctors don't need to have AIDS in order to give you,
see now, but it's like
the thing is they studied it.
Yeah, that's tricky though, because in some instances it's just like you couldn't relate, or like you wouldn't fully understand certain things, like if you went through the shit. And it's like you can have like empathy for the situation, or be like, damn, that's fucked up. But it's like certain times, like you can't have an opinion. You can't verbalize your opinion on it to somebody who went through it, because they're actually experiencing it. So it's like the opinion you might have might like completely disregard certain aspects of the situation, and then that's when niggas be like, "Oh, nah, you drunk."
Yeah. But the thing is, like, if I come in, whether I'm in the industry that you're in or not, I feel like my advice and my opinion could kind of give you a different perspective of how to approach it the next time it happens, or how to avoid it, or how to move on from the situation. That's what I'm coming to with. I'm not coming with like, oh, you stupid, you should have.
Oh no, not that.
Feel me?
But like, and the way you're talking about, like, you got knowledge of like the shit you would be like coming to niggas with.
Yeah.
Like, where it's people that don't know shit about like owning a business that'll come to me and be like, yo, y'all should do this.
Oh yeah.
The fuck are you talking about, nigga? This costs money and time. Like, you're not giving me time or money. What are you talking about? Nah, like if I had a business, I would do it this way. I've yet to see you have a business or do it that way. Like,
where's
I can't
the
really
business,
Yeah, I mean, but has an artist or has an entrepreneur, like I feel like when you see those type of people that's approaching you about conversation like that, they don't know nothing about it. Just kind of like not play along, but everybody know how to cut a conversation short.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like you don't have to like bash the person about it, because you never know down the line you could be going through something that they already been through. Feel me?
Yeah, definitely.
No,
just kind of like just cut the conversation.
I do that based on how like you initiate the conversation, and it's funny because I seen this dude on Instagram was like, yo, if you want to contact somebody through DMs, let me show you how you do it. It's like, boom. So he showed a DM, somebody DM'd him. It was like, yo, it's good, man. I just checked out your song. The shit is fire. I make beats. I'm from such and such. Like, I would love for you to rap on my beats. So he was like, yo, cool. You want to hit up a stranger? Yo, start with a compliment, introduce yourself, and then present me an opportunity that's, mutually beneficial. Don't hit me up and be like, yo, go to my page, listen to my beats. Like, get the fuck out of my inbox.
Mm-hmm.
So, you got to learn how to like approach niggas with certain shit. Like, even if, because me going to listen to your beats, that really only benefits you. Like, you don't know anything about my music, nothing. So you just pulled up on some like, oh.
Now, conversation is definitely an art. Like, people don't really realize how like powerful words are. Like, and if you really just take time to just think about the words you say before you just say them, you can really get a lot, if not all, the information you want to know out of a person without them even knowing that you're, diving or looking for that information just by how you steer conversation, and some people are better at it than others.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely an art, and it's definitely something you're going to need if you want to be successful in any type of business venture or creative venture or anything like that. In my opinion.
No, that's true. Yeah, I gotta get out there. Gotta have more conversation, get more involved, and I gotta stop.
You get the energy you put out, man. You put out that good energy, it always comes back, son. It just bounces back. Like,
my problem is like I always approach people and give them the benefit of the doubt from jump. He said certain people, they could read you in a matter of seconds. Like, okay, this type of person he is, and I gotta approach him this way.
Yeah.
But with me, like, I'll have an open arm and give you the benefit of the doubt of anything until you do me wrong. See, that's kind of risky.
Yeah, definitely. It's 50-50 in that aspect.
Yeah. Only those who risk are free.
Yeah. True that.
Yeah.
Nah.
You got that. You just waiting too. I seen it in your eyes.
I was waiting to ask you. I'm like, yo, you think part of the trouble that you're having with interactions is the fact that you talk to people with guns in your hand?
Dead.
These guys here to help.
Yo,
his gun.
We gonna leave that in 2018.
But you started saying you had a shotgun. Did this nigga not say he had a 2019 shotgun?
Yeah, he said he about to trade him in. I think he melted down all his guns.
Yeah, he got a gold-plated shotgun. The shit goes shing when you pull it out. Like
shit, shoot ivory and diamonds.
Word. It's because I'm mostly all ears in every conversation. Like, I'm all ears. Like, I gotta be more like back to back, like, conversation instead of being all ears.
I feel you.
Yeah.
That's interesting. We can like kind of get into that a little bit right here with what I'm about to pose right now in conversation. Because I feel like the most like important part of conversation, I know it's gonna sound cliche, but it's listening. So if you let someone talk, like, people love to hear the sound of their own voice, like, and their own name. So if I'm sitting here and I'm talking to you and I'm not really interested in what you're talking about, I can easily keep conversation flowing and even make you think like I was really engaged in it. Mind you, I'm thinking about, what I'm either about to eat or like this random like song or some shit. And it's just by just listening. Like, I just hear what you're saying, keep an idea. I can repeat the last thing you say, and pose it as a question. Well, they did that, It's just like, yeah. And that especially people that like to talk. If someone that likes to talk, you just let them talk. You won't barely have to say anything. And they'll say everything they want to say. And then they'll end the conversation. They don't even want to hear you talk. And everybody wins. Like, oh, cool.
Nah, you don't win. Because I don't win. Because I don't.
Nah, see, you don't like that approach.
I don't care what they're saying. Like, it's just some niggas don't stop. Like, I know some people that'll just keep talking.
True. Then that's when you have to adjust the method. Like,
but that listening shit is definitely true. I definitely learned that in my textbooks in school.
Yeah, I'm all ears. I care too much about people, man. I truly feel like I care too much about people like that. I'll like go out of my way, waste my own time just to like, make you feel better. Like, let me focus on myself. Like, hear me out for once.
I feel like there's nothing wrong with focusing on yourself, but like, I feel like the way that it's being portrayed now, and even going into this brand new year, I feel like it's becoming like self-centered to where it's not like a healthy thing, to where it's like, now I'm shutting everything else out because I might have done something and got hurt somewhere or something didn't work out for me. And now I'm about to, recluse myself and focus on me. And it's like, I feel like you shouldn't have to shut everything else out to focus on you, you should still be able to interact and do all that shit while building. And people will want to see that. That might inspire somebody else to do some shit like, yo, you know what? I know this homie used to go out all the time. Nigga just stop doing that shit. Like, he be on his workout shit now. He been doing that shit for like 2 months. I'm about to start getting on my workout shit. Like, shit like that happens without you even knowing. Like, you know, so what's my thoughts on that? What do you guys think about that?
That's definitely something I've been, you know. We could go on about this all along.
I was about to do the like, yo, on his workout shit.
I started trying to get back on my workout shit. I do like at least 50 push-ups every morning.
Working on my bod.
Just keep it. I'm keeping it base level. Like, this is my brawly base level. Like, I'm trying to make sure my base form is always
shit. I just get up, get some stretches out. You got to work.
But I'm not necessarily talking about just like working out. That was just an example I used. Like, I'm talking about it could be anything. You feel me? Like, whatever positive change or steps towards that change you may be taking could impact or influence someone else in some way that might not necessarily tell you like, yo, like, you did this, made me want to do this. It was just like they just saw it, noticed it, and be like, you know, I gotta start doing that. Like, you feel me? The moment, man. People don't capitalize on the moment. Yo, it was dramatic. It was dramatic. I had to end it with something.
The silence is needed. The silence is needed, especially when you handle that note and Ave doesn't intervene with some other shit. Like, that's like perfect. Because when he gets quiet, I get worried because you don't know what the fuck this nigga gonna say after that.
I'm brewing. Like, you don't know if I'm listening. You don't know if I'm plotting. You don't know what I'm up to. So I wear glasses. Niggas can't. I had to put some shades over the windows to my soul. Niggas is funny. So
you ain't even get in your bag of what you want to get into for this 2019.
Yo, 2019, I was gonna say y'all should actually start like asking me the questions I ask y'all back because I like to share. I'll be like, yo, how y'all niggas doing today? Oh, I'm cool. I ate. I did this. I did that. Then niggas would be like, yo, sidebar. Hey. And then I'll be like, all right, well, nobody cares if I ate today. All right. These are my friends. Like, these are my friends.
How you doing today, Av?
Fuck y'all. Man, fuck y'all. Doing a live. That's what I'm doing. Yo.
I said I'm doing a live. Oh, wow.
I'm doing a live.
Hilarious.
Let me see. Resolutions. I want to stop procrastinating.
That's gonna be a tough one.
Yo, what? Nigga. Cause like niggas do mad shit, but it's like, if I do 30 things in a day, I really have like 41 things to do in a day. And it's just like, I'll knock out that 30 and it just be like, nah, I did enough for the day. Which really ain't it. I gotta hit that 41. Cause by the time I do the 41st thing, it'd be like, oh shit, it's like actually 50 things. So I'll stop procrastinating. I want to learn to like leave situations sooner. Cause I feel like I be sitting around like repeating myself, and I keep repeating that I don't like repeating myself, which is probably why nobody doesn't believe me. But word. And just, grow, build, get some videos out.
We here for you, man. If you need help.
That niggas don't even ask me if I ate. Shut up.
Nah, that's good, man. That's good. I think it's important to know when it's okay to say, like, I'm removing myself from the situation.
Well, all this New Year stuff, I know a lot of people gonna be approaching others and be like, "Oh, since it's the New Year, you changing now." Like, let's get back into that change and adapt situation that I brought up last episode.
Oh wait, before that, yo, if 2018 we ever had like a discrepancy or like there's some tension, like don't approach me 2019. Like I don't care. So
dead. Wow. I too would feel a little remorse if I didn't mention that I couldn't care less about things that happened a year ago. Like, no matter how long ago that year was. But please.
I just wish I could play that "Leave Me Alone" song. That's all I want. 2019.
Leave me alone.
Like
that shit is annoyingly popular.
Like, if you're not adding, like, stay away. Like, I don't need nobody subtracting from nothing I'm doing.
Or distracting. Like, nigga just be around. But I realized it's like, you don't realize how many people that are just around because you decided to speak to them. Mm-hmm. Where it's like, if you just stop talking to people and it's just like, oh shit, it's still going on. And like nothing about anything I've ever done is taking like a change. It was just like, oh, the only reason you were here is because I was making an effort to speak with you. Like it's not really like a major like factor or asset where it's like, oh nah, this is gonna stop what I have going on.
Now I can completely agree with that. If you stop hitting someone up, it's not even on some like I'm gonna intentionally stop communicating with this person. Life happens and shit. You feel me? And it could definitely go both ways, you know. But it's like if you notice you've always made the effort to like carry conversation, and now you're like, you know, I'm not about to carry conversation. Once you hit that one point where you're like, I'm not about to carry conversation anymore. 9 times out of 10, you'll notice like conversation won't carry at all. Should have just stopped. And then the next time y'all happen to bump into each other, it's on some, oh, you just went MIA, or you ain't hit people up, or you disappeared. And it's just like, yo, like, and how can I possibly disappear if you have my phone number? Like, did you hit me up? Did you call or text? It must have not have been that important. Like,
in addition to that, just like, you know, 2019 is coming up. People try to get, you know, bring their New Year resolution to life. So whenever like don't approach them on some, oh, you change, you think you're better than me. No, they just trying to do better. They just trying to improve whatever they got going on. Like they didn't change themselves. They improving themselves. They adding on to what's already there. So whatever, even if they were on some fuck shit last year and they're not doing that anymore, like I could still do that fuck shit. I just choose not to. Like, don't forget, like it's still there. Feel me?
Definitely.
So don't just because I go on some positive grind, don't try to like approach me, oh, you soft now about, no, like I could get into that bag and get out of that bag and continue this. It's just an extension of what I'm doing.
An so active, like, you know,
so like
attempt.
I'm not changing. I'm not changing. I'm just adapting to something new.
I feel you.
To improve myself. So like I feel like people get that misconstrued, like the change and adapt, like it's two different things.
I feel you.
Yeah. How do you feel about it? You guys feel about that? Feel like it's the same thing, or is it like different, or
changing and adapting?
Yeah.
I feel like adapting to something is more of like necessity than want. When I first think about it, like the first thing that comes in my head when I think about that is like, all right, if I'm adapting to something, it's like something out of my control changed, and now I have to adjust to cope with that change. And whereas I'm looking at change, the first thing that pops into my head is like, oh, I'm choosing to change either myself or something within my environment.
Yeah, because I feel like you could change and everything around you could still be the same.
Facts.
But like you would, what's the word? I was about to say adjust again. What's the word you
adapt.
Used? Boom, adapt. You adapting to something means like something else changed, and now you gotta like keep up with that.
So change is more like adding on. Adapting is adjusting.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not necessarily adding on, but it's more so. I feel like adapting has to do with like an outside influence. Like you can just change because of you.
Personal choice.
No,
okay.
Slitty.
You guys put that in a better word than I could have.
Yeah, definitely. Some the game right there.
I play with words, man. I'm a rapper.
Game.
That's a fact.
So you want to introduce your segment?
Oh yeah. I've been waiting for it, man. I just didn't want to like intervene and you would cut me off again.
Oh,
you know, like I said, I care too much about all this feeling. That's something that I gotta cut off. Like,
damn.
And his heart grew 3 sizes this day. Right out of his V-neck.
There's a whole bunch of shades just flew across the ceiling. The ceiling of this room. Actually got a little darker.
So like one of the things that I want to start in 2019 is it's like it's gonna be like a show called like the Upcoming Challenge, and it's gonna be a challenge just to like get an insight on like what to do, and like when one is faced with adversities that question his or her decision. purpose in pursuing a particular career, and the challenges one might come across in the process of fighting it. You know, like sometime in life, no matter how great of a person or talented you are, you're bound to like face some tough times that can make you or break you, and it can also make you give it all up or encourage you to fight harder, to resist the challenge and persevere. So that's kind of something that I want to get into.
And persevere?
Yeah, persevere.
That was the not listening thing. That's the question. Nah, go ahead. I'm here. I'm listening. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Niggas. no matter what year it is, right? Niggas gonna be niggas.
Niggas gonna nig. Love is gonna love.
So like based on that, like I want to get an insider, and I want to get an insider and advice from the people that I admire and inspired by it as well. So you guys are my first guest, my first challenge.
Hey,
okay.
Let's do it.
You weren't here by choice, by force, because you know it's part of the show anyway.
Yeah, you gotta practice,
and like you could just get up and leave.
You heard?
gotta get your practice in, right?
You heard me?
This ain't no practice. I got this.
Oh yeah, talk about the practice.
What's practice?
Yeah,
niggas talking about practice.
It's my fault.
Is he serious?
You heard me? It be like that. It's my deepest secret.
I would love to introduce you guys, but you guys, I know you guys would definitely do it better than me. But go ahead. Would you mind just introducing yourself?
Hey yo, man, it's BukDaWorld, aka Too Loud, the freaking naughty venture, yeah, the nasty one.
Fucking Isaac Hayes over here.
It had to be different from earlier. It's a whole new show. It's got to be different.
Hey y'all, it's
think this guy gonna be Isaac Hayes too. I'm Isaac Hayes, but he's chef. Like,
it's Ave Campbell. I gotta work on my Sean Connery. Got the stomach, y'all niggas.
You got all of his like great culture.
I try to
with none of the smooth edge. It's just like cold, malicious. Kiss you in your earlobe. Tell you here's your cab.
You already know that it's Ave Campbell, that motherfucking nigga, the bar guy, young Aristotle.
Yeah, we out here with Omeezy in the upcoming challenge.
We're also a group known as Venture Clan.
Yeah.
VentureClan.com.
Yeah, we rap. We on Spotify, iTunes, Google, Tidal, your mama, her daughter.
All right. All right. Okay.
All right, we ready.
All right. Before we start the challenge, kind of want to like get into like, you know, how you guys got started and where you came from and stuff. So like, I wanted to know like, where did you guys grow up and like, how would you describe your upbringing like in a nutshell?
All right. So I come from West Philadelphia.
Yo,
born and raised. And it's like, you know, I had my crew, and you know, this nigga had a crew on the other side of town, right? He was doing some umbrella shit over there. Like I wasn't really fucking with it. Yeah. He was going at it for mad long, and then like some Spanish nigga came up, started like playing both sides, like mad shit was going on. It was just mad parties being thrown. It was crazy. And then we ended up teaming up to defeat that Spanish guy. And, you know, we ended up throwing this guy a surprise party.
What's Philly for real?
Yeah.
Marcus, you want to give me an honest answer? Because I'm tired of this nigga bullshit.
It was me, my homie Baby Boy,
Dad,
the Young Guns,
Dad.
Chris and Neef.
Young Guns.
They was...
It was a fool, yo.
It
was a great movie.
They probably too for everybody. But ain't get it.
Yeah, I grew up in New York. I spent some time in North Carolina when I was younger. Came back, high school up here. I've spent most of my life in New York though. Joined a fraternity in college. I rap. I'm an entrepreneur. I run a program. After school program. Forgot what to call it for a second. But an after school program, you know, and I guess my upbringing would have affected me because like I guess I have a lot of siblings, a lot of family and shit. So like earlier on in our life, we were all really close-knit together. So it kind of got me accustomed to being in big groups or whatever. So I guess that played a nice little influence on, you know, the people I associate with and surround myself with, you know, they have to be good enough to be like considered family or whatever. So, you know, when you roll up with family, everything just kind of clicks, you know.
Okay, like what kind of challenges would you guys like say you faced during that environment that kind of molded you to who you are today, or like who you aspire to be, if any?
I mean, I guess. I mean, yeah.
I don't necessarily know if it was like a challenge, but I feel like a lot of people with like peer pressure and all of the shit that was going on was like finding it difficult to like be themselves. But for some reason, like that's not like a problem I had. Like the things I liked, like I liked, and I didn't care whether other people didn't like it and shit like that.
No, definitely being secure in oneself. I guess, you know, you if you look at it from your perspective, you know, and you're a secure person, then it's just like you expect that from everyone else. You know, just being ignorant, not even knowing that people have like self-esteem issues and shit. So like he said, people aren't really comfortable with themselves. But if you are and you just know who you are, then like no matter at what point in time someone run into you, they'll always be able to be like, yo, this nigga's the same dude, like same dude, do the same things. Like not necessarily in the point of stagnation, just staying authentic and true to oneself.
Okay. Now, who were like your role models growing up, and like what career they were into, and how did they inspire you?
Well, I used to visit this family frequently. They lived in Springfield. The dad, he worked at this nuclear power plant.
Why'd you?
So, how long have you been waiting for this question?
I was really believing this nigga. Like, yo, why you just ain't say you was in Fresh Air Fund, bro? I'm like, power plant. Motherfucker tried to make a Hulk. Like,
oh, nah, that was just me fucking around. That was The Simpsons. I was giving a shout out to The Simpsons. Do you want to answer the question? I don't remember what it was.
Oh, like, did you have role models growing up?
Yeah,
like, were they?
What did they do, and how did they inspire you? If they have anything to do with what you got going on now, and then,
like people I knew personally.
It doesn't have to be personal. It could be somebody you looked up to, like an artist, like an entrepreneur, teacher. It could be anything. Feel me?
Yeah.
I feel like as a little kid, I didn't have role models. Like I never seen, like I had like older like male figures in my family that I liked. I guess I enjoyed their company, but I never had like a person where I was like, I want to be like this guy.
Word. I don't know. I even like hear stories from with my uncle and shit where he would tell me like when I was younger, like 3 years old, and everybody's like in the room chilling and shit. I'm on a couch and he's just like, yo, why are you on the couch? And I'm telling him like, nah, man, them niggas is losers in there. I'm not about to be like them losers in there. Mind you, I'm hearing this story as an adult, just like jaw to the floor, like, what? Like, I didn't say that. He like, yo, dead ass nephew said that. He was just sitting on the couch, you know, in the dark at that. So I thought something was wrong. You know, I thought they may have kicked you out the room or some shit. He was like, nah, man, you just hit me. He was like, nah, uncle, man, these niggas is losers, man. I don't want to be in there with them losers, man. He was just like, yo, I just started dying. So he was like, you was this little weird kid from jump. So, you know, I don't know, man. I didn't really have, I wouldn't say I had too many role models. I mean, I took bits and pieces from people that I thought were like ideal traits, you know, to have. Like, oh, I should also work this hard, or oh, I should also care about things like that. Like just until I had, you know, my own little quilt of values and morals and ethics, you know, from just different sources of people throughout my lifetime.
No, I mean, I know you guys are like full on rappers now, you know, and you do such a great, you know, job at it.
Yeah, slickety diggity figgity.
So good that this guy, you know, proclaim himself as the bar god.
Yeah.
Like, is this something that you guys always wanted to be, or did you have other goals before that? And what were they?
I mean, it's not like my goals have changed. It's just like, you know, this is something that, happened, and it has potential to be successful, and you put in what you put in and you should get a result. I have other goals that I also want to accomplish that I will accomplish, when the time is right for it, like, if you guys don't know, I'm a rocket scientist. I want to do rocket science. Like, you feel me? That's a passion of mine.
And I think it's going to be a long, long time. Rocket man.
Traveling in the world out there alone. But like, some shit. Like, you feel me? I want to do that. That stuff excites me just as much as like music does. It's just that like right now I have an opportunity to do this, use my youth, my creativity to push this full force while having, the credentials and the intellectual merit to do whatever it is that I want to pursue a little later on. I can always go into that and delve into that. But right now I can focus my talents, my energy, my vigor into what I'm building right now. So
yeah, when I first met you and you told me what was your major in college, I'm like, this guy must be from Calabasas or something. Like and nobody in my neighborhood going for something like that.
Yeah, you see a guy like me, that's not what you expect my major's about to be. I play and joke all the time. What the fuck? This thing is in drama.
How about you, Av? I see you've been ducking the question. You ducked the last two questions.
I've been listening. I've been in thought. I've been thinking things. I guess I don't know. Like shit, man, weird. Like I never had a thing that I was like, oh, I want to do this when I like become an adult. I just always was like, yo, when I become an adult, like I want to do the things like I want to do. Like I don't want to go through life doing shit I don't want to do. Like because that shit is trash. Like. But I guess like I started doing music in like first grade. I wrote a verse with two of my friends. Shout out my guy Flyweeze. Where and then like I just stopped for like mad long. And then like my younger cousin, like he started rapping. So then like we both was like rapping, but it was just more so like that was like my closest like relative at the time. So we was just competing. Like I would just be like, because I'm older than you, I have to show you that like I'm always gonna be better than you at things.
I understand that completely.
And then like I got to high school and then I was like, all right, like started liking it. So I was just like, I'm about to just start doing this. Just kind of got on like a run from there.
Okay. Now I know like, when you got into let me not even say you guys are just rappers. Let me say you guys are, artists. Because rappers are kind of, put you in a category when you could do so much more involved outside of that category. And to become the artist that you guys are today, like from the beginning, what step did you take for people to take you as serious as they do now, as far as calling you an artist? Because you could just be rapping on a block just because something that you do or something that your friends are doing, but taking it serious as a career, that takes a lot of thought process, that takes a lot of steps and a lot of communication with yourself. Like, this is what I want to do. This is no matter what somebody tells me, this is what I'm sticking to.
So you're saying what? Repeat the question, my fault.
No, I mean, I have an answer.
Yeah, so pretty much like what step did you guys take? What step did you go through to become the artist that you are today?
Okay.
From the beginning, just the beginning part.
Well, what I was going to say was that, you kind of go through just the raw experience of doing something you've not necessarily really done before. So you're like, you're kind of testing the waters to see, and when you wind up finding that like you like it, you're actually good at it, you can practice and hone the skills, you feel me? Then you have like building blocks to build on. There was like, all right, cool, let's get nice at this. Boom, we got nice at that. Let's start recording now. We record now. Ah, damn, like our quality sucks. All right, well, how we make up for that? Well, let's just get better at rapping so that like niggas just hear our shit and just like, nah, that's hard. You can't ignore it. Cool. Get to that point, and then it's just like, nah, we have to fix the quality. You fix the quality, And then, as you're doing all of these little intermediate steps and you're putting content out there, people are paying attention to it. It might not be a whole bunch of people, but some people are paying attention to it, and they'll let you know, like, oh, nah, it's sounding better. They'll, be like, oh, nah, like, you feel me? And with that gradual compliment here, there, oh, nah, y'all could do this better becomes like, oh, nah, I see y'all be on y'all shit. You feel me? And that's the change of perspective from like, nah, they do this sometimes to like, nah, every time I see them, they doing this, and that's where I feel like how you can make people start to take you seriously in whatever craft you're doing. Just be consistent and do it and get better at it. And people will take notice whether they want to or not. You can't ignore some shit that's fire, especially if I'm always doing it. So if I'm somehow in your sphere of influence and you can see the content that I put out, then it's always going to be this. It's going to be something Venture Clan doing this. We out here, something related to that. Like, you just can't ignore it. You have to take it seriously because I'm taking it seriously. I feel like that energy reflects. You walk into a room and you're confident. People will take you like a confident man. You're confident in yourself, huh? Yeah, I am. So that's my thoughts.
I'll be feeling like the man when I walk through. That's a confidence you got to walk in.
Yeah, you feel me? When it's probate and you just got your tux on, you feel me? You just did the tie. You look good. Nigga, one of the two niggas did your haircut fresh. You about to go to the probate, motherfuckers is
you heard me?
In the tux. You heard me? Fuck 3 bitches that night. You heard me?
Yeah. Yeah.
6. Hey, chill.
Go ahead. I'm about to say something.
What was it like coming to an agreement that this is the time to put out our first project? Like this is it. And what was a conversation like as far as the subject matter, and do people would even like care about if I put out, like, what are the thought process you guys went to as far as putting out your first project?
As Venture Clan or like
because both you could kind of.
I mean, yeah, just tell it because he was putting out projects for a
solos
minute
before
anybody else on Venture Clan was putting out.
I was putting out projects since like 19, I think. Yeah, word.
Mm-hmm.
So like my first tape was about like my first year being away at like college, so it was just like mad college like party songs and shit like that. Like it's crazy, like they so whack but so amazing songs like at the same time. Then like my second project was just more so like as I was still like learning how to rap. My second project was just more like rap oriented. Like I want to show niggas I could rap. Like I don't really care about making songs. Like I just want to show niggas I could rap. And then, did you do your project or did I do mine? Like, because then I came out with like my Nonchalant Rapper project.
Word. And then that's when I came out with.
And then that's when I was like, all right, cool. Like, I'm getting the mix of like making original songs and shit. So then he had dropped his project. Went from there. We started like adding people in the group, shit like that. Dropped Avism. Then he dropped Victory Road. And then as like other people that was around was dropping their projects, we was like, all right, like now it's time to like do a group project, because the whole time he was doing our solo shit, like we're pumping the actual like group thing. So it's like, oh, like, nah, Venture Clan. Everybody's like, all right, what is that? Because you only see like me rapping, but I'm saying Venture Clan. So like, like a few random people thought my rap name was Venture Clan. I'm like, nah, like it's a whole thing about to happen. So then once it was that, we decided to do a group project. So the method for that was more so we just like make as many songs as possible, like, and then we like bring them together and we like try to find like a centralized theme in the songs, and like what songs people want for like a group project. And then once we get the theme, we're trying to find shit that like fits the project and like the tone and the voice that we're trying to have for that like specific period. But I like for all of the projects to like represent where we're at in that like certain phase of life. So it's like none of the projects sounded like, which is also why I kind of like, I don't really do sequel projects unless it's like a freestyle tape. Cause it's like, I'm not in that same phase of life where I dropped Avism and I wanted niggas to understand like how I think and shit like that. As opposed to like Straw Hat, where it was just like, nah, like this is like where the journey starts. Like this is me starting to like really start rapping and shit.
What was your experience like? BukDaWorld.
I was captivated in my son's story. I was like walking down there, watching that all
that was
unfold
amazing.
again.
That was amazing.
Word.
Thank you.
It was a very similar story, just going through it. I only had the benefit of him going through the first couple projects and tapes, learning like, oh man, these engineers suck, finding a great spot to record those like things you need to make a tangible body of work. He already had that, like, like, you feel me? Like, we're gonna make sure your shit gonna be good because I already did it this many times. Like, I know, like, we're gonna just like streamline your shit, and then like we'll just be streamlining from there. And that's literally exactly how it happened. Like, we just, from each project and each thing we did separately leading up to the group thing, you know, it was just like, we know exactly what we need to do, how to upload it, where to upload it to. Like, you know, just shit like that'll make the idea or the vision tangible and real, you know, and just.
So you try to be the wise guy, let him be the, you know, smart guy. He went through it. He tried to be the wise guy to learn from his mistake.
Not necessarily learn from his mistake. It's like he did it, learned from his mistake, and was like, yo, like this is how you do it.
When I did it, and I was like, oh, this isn't what I wanted. Because like, you meet like a lot of like fucked up ass people where it's like, niggas are like, they'll also be artists, so they mix your shit whack because they don't want you pulling up to their studio making better shit than them. You'll go to other niggas' shit, then they like doing some bullshit, ripping you off. Because like, if you're not an engineer, you don't necessarily know what it is. So it's like, dude, going through different studios and like seeing like, oh, like you gotta, when somebody's fucking you over, you gotta go experience something different to realize you're being fucked over. Where it's like, oh, this isn't normal practice. Like I had to learn, you know, like about like different plugins and shit, so I know what I should be seeing on the screen when you mixing my shit. Like I had to learn the names for shit. So then by the time everybody else wants to do their project, it's like, all right, we're not about to do all of that dumb shit I just did. I'm about to take all of that knowledge, and instead of you starting at square one, we're gonna start at square 20. So that way the results from this, we automatically at square 30.
Yeah, you're right though, because as long as you have something to compare what you've done with, like you would never know what if this supposed to be it, or if not, if it could be better. You
feel me? And it's also like when I started, I was rapping with like a bunch of niggas from my high school, so it was just like we was going to the same places. So it was just like, I could tell based on like certain relationships niggas had with the people that's like doing the mixing and shit. It's like, like my song don't sound like that song, or like my verse on your song don't sound mixed as well as like, or sounds mixed in a completely like higher level of fucking professionalism than like the shit that's on like my actual like song and shit. And I was just like, all right, like.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. That could be a whole topic in with itself. Just like how, you know, going into that and you being a person of just thinking like, you know, thinking that people are like you or on the same type of page as you are, and you find out that people aren't, you know, and that's something you have to learn. Like, not everybody thinks the way you think, or not everybody is as intelligent as you are, or think that what they do is wrong or right or some shit like that. But you just got to learn that shit. There's only one way to learn that shit. It's like running into it or being told like, yo, this shit happens. Like,
and niggas is like, that's the crazy shit, is like niggas be trying to like make a come up off of people. And I'm like, I could tell y'all niggas is like thirsty for money, and y'all also don't understand money. Where it's like, if you got a car, you go to a mechanic and this nigga's charging you an arm and a leg for stupid shit. You find out you're getting ripped off. Like, you made $5,000 off me getting my car fixed or whatever. Cool. I found that I'm getting ripped off. I'm never coming back. Like, you're never making any money from me. Whereas like, all right, cool. Like, if I get a new car or whatever, or like a different car or whatever, I'm going to a mechanic. Niggas not ripping me off. It's professionalism. My shit's getting returned quickly. It's like, all right, cool. Like, you may have only made $4,000 off of like repairs and shit, but I'm coming back and I'm telling other people. So like, you're gonna make more money in the long run.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But niggas be like really thirst to like, they want to be like the famous one. They want to be the nigga that pop. Like, they don't want to be like, I don't care like if like, all right, we both drop solo projects and niggas be like, nah, this nigga's like the next greatest thing. All right, nigga, like, you need a hype man, we out. Like, turn up. Niggas be like, nah, like, I want to be the star. Like, how do I get my shine? Even though, like, I want everybody to be lit, but I want to be, like, the one that got everybody lit. I want to look the littest.
Yeah, definitely be a team player. You know, it goes, it's going to get you further than you think.
Yeah, word.
I know you guys been doing this for a very long time. Like, besides your ambition to continue with what you started, was there any point? I mean, you obviously been getting great response from your project. That's something that's keeping you going.
Mhm.
But I can tell. I know for a fact it wasn't always like that. Like, was there ever a point where you guys felt like the response you received from your hard work was not worth continuing what you were doing, and like what did you do about it to get over it? Like, was there a point where you were like, you know what, this could be the time where
like I just stopped because people not fucking with my shit?
Because people are not fucking with your shit, or you're not getting a response that you're expecting from the work that you put in, and you just like, yo, this might not be it. Maybe I should try something else.
I always feel like I don't get the responses from the work we put in, just because like, as far as like just pure ability, like I'm better than like 98% of niggas I've come across in life at like actually rapping. Like
the bar god.
You feel me? And you know, like, and that's the crazy shit where it's like, you know, you got like talent and like hard work. It's like, nah, like niggas are talented. My talent is like getting better at shit. Like, because it's people that work hard and they just cap out. Like we've never capped out. Like you've never been like, oh, all of this nigga's songs kind of just gonna be right here. And I always feel like we don't get the full like recognition and shit, but I never was like, oh, I gotta quit. It was more so like, I gotta work harder, because clearly the niggas I'm trying to make realize this shit probably not gonna realize this shit. So like, let me go get somebody else to realize this shit, and then they'll probably catch on later.
How about you, Buck?
Word. It's like, again, pretty similar thing. It's like, if you know you got it, you know you're good, then people will gravitate to it. Do I feel like that we don't get the I feel like it's more so like now we're building acknowledgement to where it's like, all right, cool, like you see we're like, not only that we're talented, that like we're consistent and like we're versatile and like we're funny and we're like just decent people to be around. But if you're looking like at the scope of pure like the music, like all of this stuff, you know, brings you in, and then you listen to what we create, you know, what started all of this stuff, and then you're like, oh, that's where it's at. And it's always been there. It's always been like some type of form of work. It's always been good. It's only just gotten better. Like, it's only just gotten better. There wasn't even a point, even when we were like getting ripped off and shit, and like people were doing shit to try to like, you know, make sure our sound didn't sound a certain type of way. Shit was still good. Everybody would say it was good. We knew it was good. It was just like, we'd be the first to know if there was a problem before anybody else would tell us it's a problem. We already know what the problem is, like, and we already got the solution for it. It's just like, you just gotta wait for it. And like, as you see with the body of work, it just constantly gets better and better. Like you said, there's no cap for what it is. It's just like, when we want to get better at something, we get better at it. It is just like, it's always been that way. I feel like that's dope, but it's also could be intimidating to some people. Some people don't want to be around that kind of energy because it makes them feel a certain type of way. It makes them feel maybe like they're not keeping up, or maybe they don't get it as easily, or maybe like, you know, it's just like you realize like, nah, like these niggas, it's something different about these two guys, because they're not even, you know, I've been in situations with this dude where, you know, we're talking about getting something done and we're talking about it in such a way, and people are competing with us, and, you know, we're in it joking with each other. Like, you know, they not necessarily, I mean, everybody here would be competition, yeah, but it's like, we're not looking at it like that. Like, okay, yeah, all of these people are gonna go, but I just can't wait for my turn. Like, when it's my turn, I'm a violate, and it becomes a conversation of, you know, who's gonna do what on our turn, and that will make everybody look like, oh shit, like these dudes
like,
here,
they really
like,
about it.
We've been in ciphers where people do shit like that. Like, they'll sit there and they'll be like, yo, what the fuck? And talking about us like that, and we're completely
oblivious. Slapping me
oblivious.
with hand towels like, yo, get this nigga.
Completely oblivious to what's going on, strictly off the
Get this
fact that
nigga
niggas
Rex.
is just rapping. You know, like I'm just here. Like I'm about to just do my thing. That shit gonna be hard. Like I know it's gonna be hard.
You know, one of the battles of like, you know, starting a business or pursuing a career is getting that home support, getting that people around you to like fuck with what you got going on. Like, how was your friends and your family response to your decision in following this particular career?
I was met with a lot of resistance. Like my mother did not see the
Value, I guess.
yeah, like the value or the vision. And I was like, all right, cool, but I don't care. Like, cause I'm a firm believer. It's just like I seen like mad death from like a young age. So it was just always like, all right, the speed at which you can die, I'm not doing shit for other people in a way where I compromise like what I want for myself, because when shit is all over, now I'm the only nigga about to die and I'm just sitting here with a ton of regrets while everybody was doing what they wanted to do, telling me what the fuck I should do.
True that.
Now, percentage-wise, I mean, how did your family respond to family and friends?
You know, well, my older brother was like, I guess he was the first one to come into the house like rapping and shit. So when, you know, talking about family, how to receive, you know, if I'm truthfully speaking, I was on the family side first. Like, and my reception to it was like, I remember that nigga coming home with the CD, like, yo, like I just recorded some shit. And I'm thinking like, nah, only famous rappers get to record their raps. Nigga, like, what you talking about? Like, you're like, nah, put the CD in and it's this nigga coming out the fucking radio. Like, that shit was crazy. I thought that shit was one of the coolest things ever. Like, you feel me? So that, in that aspect, like, I feel like it was received, but wasn't taken with any real, you know, it wasn't like me going off into my studies and shit like that, how like that would be received. It was like, oh, this is just like something you're doing. Like, oh, like how you just like picked up drawing. Like, you draw now. Like, oh, that's what's up. Like, oh, you rap now. That's what's up. Like, but don't break away from the core focus. Like, you know, so that's kind of like how it was received until you make it, you know, what it is. And it's like, nah, this is everything. And then it's like, oh no, this is everything. It takes a long time. You never know what it might take for somebody to actually see it. Sometimes you literally have to bring someone to the show to show them what the fuck you got going on here.
Oh, wow. Like,
and it's like,
you got a room full of people reacting to you like this? Oh, like you really do this?
You set this whole thing up like, wow, like you got other people to come and do this. Like, wow, like you feel me? And like you notice as things go, things just get bigger, more grandiose. And it's just like, yeah, you get those little moments while the event is happening. You get to just look around and be like, yo, this is dope. Like, we got this shit going.
Like I told niggas.
You feel me?
I mean, for what it takes. I mean, just know I care, you know, if it holds any weight in your perception.
Okay. Fuck with that, man.
I appreciate it. Now, if only you asked me if I ate every now and then. We'd be best
if
friends.
I want to know what you eat, I gotta just go to the grain because you stay posting shit that you know have to make yourself. I've never post shit that he did not make. Like he does not show love to like. I'm pretty sure when his mom makes some dope ass meal, you'll never see this nigga post a picture about it.
Niggas
But when he's hungry and he gotta get in the kitchen and make some last minute shit, see this nigga posting everything.
I gotta show niggas I made something from nothing real quick.
Percentage wise, how would you guys like scale? How would you scale the amount of success versus the amount of failures you encounter ever since you started this journey?
What do you consider? I feel like it depends on like what you consider a failure.
Yeah.
That let's get into that. What's your take on as far as what's considered failure and what's considered
I feel like it's a fail
success?
if it made me stop.
Yeah, like if whatever took place didn't accomplish something at the like not even something, if it didn't like give us something to learn from, then it's a failure. Like if we did something and like we didn't gain any new analysis or any new like perception or any new thing on how to take on and do this better, then that's a failure in my eyes. And I don't think we've ever had a moment where that happened, where I didn't take anything from the situation. Like, oh, nah, like, we just completely blew our time and like I'm about to go home tight and just think about that. Nah, it's always like, you know what we got to do? And it's like that. You know what we got to do? You just build the list in your head. Like, and that helps. Every negative situation is only as negative as you let it be or allow it to be. It was at least what I try to tell myself and how I control my thought process is that, like, you know what? This shit ain't work out, but you know what we could do next time? You know what we got to do next time? And it's just like the ideas bounce right there in that moment and you fuck around and fix everything. If not, fix it right then and there, you know, but.
I'm glad you brought that up because that leads into like the next question. Like in this journey so far that you guys are into, like what have you learned or what have you experienced and how have those knowledge and wisdom affect your perception in regards to approaching business now or approaching anything that has to do with your career in order to improve it?
I learned that the hardest shit for people to realize is like you can't want more for people than they want for themselves. Cause like niggas spend a lot of time where it's like, you know, everybody like they see you do something, they want the rewards of it. They don't want to actually like do the work. Like nobody wants to work a job. Everybody wants to start a business, but it's like, yeah, you work a job, like you only work 8 hours a day. Like, nigga, I got to work like 21 hours a day. I got to do mad shit. I got to do more shit to make less money till shit clicks. And I think that's like what I learned the most because I spent a lot of time like talking to niggas on some like, because like I think I'm like the greatest thing to ever touch earth, but I also feel like, you know, like, nigga, like I did this. You could do this too. Like, it's no reason you don't think about yourself the way I think about me. Where it's like, oh, like, yeah, I want to do such and such. Now that's mad easy. Like, yo, this is how you do it. Like, turn up. But niggas won't go through the work or like find some way to like blame you for like their own insecurities about like what they're not seeing in their work and shit like that.
It's a super fact. You watch that shit happen. It's like, just like, what? It just be
just
so
mad. I'm like, where did you get that from?
You know,
niggas be like, yo, you didn't want to see me win. What are you talking about? I drove you to the games.
I drove you to the game, gave you all the tools.
Helped you work on your foul shot. I didn't want to see you win.
Washed the jerseys and all that. Bro, you feel me? Made sure we had embroidery names on the back. Like, but that shit is wild. You watch that type of shit happens and like you said, people, you can't expect how people are going to react to how you are, I guess, or how like being around you will affect them. Could be positive, could be negative, you know. It's just like him walking around with that aura shouldn't have any effect on you. It's what he's pretty much saying, which is how I think. Like if I'm walking in a room like this, like if I'm going into the casino and it's like, oh yeah, I know I'm about to win, he shouldn't feel like, damn, like I know I'm not about to win because he just said he about to come in here and win. Like
I'm about to prove him wrong.
Yeah, like that shouldn't be the case. You should be, but that goes back into the security, you know, and what you allow into your space and what you allow to affect you and how you perceive things.
I also learned it's about with shit like that and like, you know, doing different like different things and like music and like art and like other things outside of work, even in the workplace, when like people fucking you over, like you can't let that affect how you interact with other people. Where it was like we was talking about earlier, it's like you give everybody a chance to fuck you over, where it's like, because this nigga's an asshole doesn't mean I gotta walk around thinking everybody's trying to fuck me over, because then you start approaching people differently. You burning bridges, you know, like unnecessarily when this nigga's actually honestly trying to like assist you in what you got going on.
Definitely. A lot of people block their own blessings, man. You know, just for whatever reason, might not, you know, want their ego to be bruised by accepting help from someone, feeling like, you know, they might have been the smartest person in the room at the time, but not hanging around other people who are also intelligent, maybe a little quicker on the pace in some areas than you are, makes you feel like, oh, I don't like being around this. Like I used to be, you know, with the other group, it was a big fish, small pond. Now I'm in the ocean with like whales, like, and everybody's always growing. And I feel like I might not be growing as fast, you know. It's just like, no matter what I say, and I could pull this from multiple sources. I feel like that's a trait I've always done, is that I just pull what I need from the things I've experienced. So I make sure I experience a lot. And as a leader before, I could tell, trying to keep an org running and having everybody feel like their ideas is heard while, some ideas be fucking retarded, but I can't sit here and be like, yo, I'm not about to let nobody else speak, because every time so-and-so speaks, she's saying, let's wear balloons and chant from the ceiling like we ceiling doughboys. I don't know. It's some random shit.
Hey, don't bring my fraternity into that. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm just example.
Don't do that.
Just an example with no names attached to it. No brothers attached to it. But like, you feel me? It'd be like ideas like that. And you have to listen to those ideas, but you have to have a stance like, okay, like, that might not work, or maybe I might think that's outlandish, but I don't ever want you to feel like you can't, this ain't the space for you to shout out those kind of things. You have to be able to, I have to, at least do my part to make sure I foster an environment where ideas can be shared, and that'll make you want to do it. But I can't make you want to be a better you. I can only, put you in the same environment as I am. Like, I'm trying to do this lit shit. He trying to do this lit shit. We trying to do this lit shit. Chill with us. You do some lit shit. You feel me? If you be like, man, you're doing lit shit every day.
And all niggas tell you is just like, nah, like, I just felt like, the lit shit y'all was doing, it was like, it was already lit. Like, I didn't get to make it lit. But I'm like, you're not doing nothing to make it lit. Like, you came in, everybody told me I was lit. I was like, yo, this nigga's lit too. And then you just stood back there and didn't be lit. Mm-hmm. And everybody's looking at me like I lied.
Word up, that's the
it's all perspective, man. Perspective,
man.
Now we touched a bit upon as far as bouncing back from failures or not accomplishing exactly what you wanted to do. Do you guys have like any success moments, any success like in stories where you like what it made you feel like, what it brought you to a realization that I have something here, I'm on the right path, this is what I want to do, and it's working?
I feel like every new opportunity is like a success thing, where it's like, yo, I heard your music. Like, you want to come do this show? Like, I fuck with this. Oh, like, we seen y'all did this, like that. Or like just throwing like Venture Mania, because that shit, like every event, it was just like, because I feel like niggas don't understand. It's like organizing like a large group of people is like the most difficult shit ever, especially when money's involved. So it's like, we got to get money. We got to get money involved. So we got to acquire large amounts of money, plan some shit, get all of the shit we need to do it, and then you got to actually do it. And we always get it done.
Yeah.
As time goes on, how has your approach to making music change compared to like before and now?
I mean, I guess the process kind of at its core for me was always the same. It was like, find a instrumental I like, and say something cool. But as you develop, and you kind of find your niche, your sound, you can even delve deeper into that, whereas now you're looking at instrumentals that, make you feel a certain type of way. And like now it's just like the perception in which I want the consumer to take from my music, like the message I want to convey or whatever, like, or if I'm writing this song and I'm putting my emotions into this song, I want you to listen to this song, and then within this moment, this 3 minutes, 41 seconds, I want you to feel exactly how I felt when that song was, being recorded and being written and shit. And if I can make you feel like that, then like, all right, cool. And that's kind of like where my mindset is now, as to where before it was more so like, I'm about to do some cool shit. I could rap. I know I could rap. It's like, yeah, I could rap, but like, what am I saying? Like, or like, what do I want to convey? Or how far do I want this to, you start looking at exactly what you want, and that kind of helps shapes what your sound is, at least for me. That's what it's like.
Speaking of sound, it's been changing gradually over the years. I mean, what I want to say, like, has it like hinder your craft? Has it like hinder your approach to music? Because when sound changes, sometimes you get like stuck in a bubble where like, this is the type of music I can make, this what I'm good at, then the type of beats changes, the type of I don't know, response that people give out to your music changes. Like, how has it been for you guys to adapt to that? I don't know if I'm wording it right, as far as like the sound of beat changes and the type of like lyrics that people are providing now, and it's like completely watered down. How has that affect your craft?
I think it just more so affects what people initially gravitate towards. So it's like now people gravitate towards shit for like shock value or shit that people say is like whack. So it's like if somebody posts something like this is whack, everybody wants to check it out, then show everybody because they want to be like the cool guy that's making fun of somebody else. And then after a while, like you hear it enough, you get used to it. And I was like, nah, this shit is actually fire. And then everybody's like, yeah, it is fire. I just didn't want to say it first. As far as like affecting me, I think that's one of the good parts about being like a lyricist or like somebody who like actually knows how to rap. Because when you start off rapping, it's like, okay, like you're just learning the skill of how to do this. So as opposed to you coming out and it's just like, trap beats, shit like that. So you only came just doing that. Where it's like, like if you actually know how to rap, like you could get on damn near anything. And like it's not more so like even compromising your shit. It's more like adapting. Like you just change little shit. It's like, it's just more how like the inflections in certain words, but it can go on like anything and it'll get that point across and it won't sound forced.
Oh, okay. Now, what's your goal with your music? Like your intention every time you make a song, and how can, as far as listeners, what can we do for us to like help you reach that particular goal?
I think interaction is important. I'm not gonna sit here and be like I'm the biggest social media guy in the world. I'm not, but like I've been trying to work on interaction. I feel like if you want something, just say it. Like say, oh, I like that. Or when you're giving feedback, don't just give what you think I want to hear. Be honest and genuine. Like, you know what I really liked? I liked on that one song where the beat kind of went. Wah! I really like that one part where it went. Wah! Like like get into that kind of shit. Like I want to hear like that kind of feedback where like, oh, you heard that shit? Because that's the thing that really made me want to even do the song in the first place. It'd be those little things that connect, and then it builds from there. And it's all right, cool. I know now that that people were paying attention to those little sounds I be making in the back. And I could do something with that. I feel like feedback and interaction and that kind of shit is really, really important if you want to grow and cater to your audience.
What's a productive day like in a venture clan world? I know you guys do so much other than just the music.
Every
like,
day is a
you guys get involved with all this stuff. It's like, what is it like?
Like in general, like a regular day?
A regular day in a venture clan world.
Niggas get up and just go to work, be at work, go to Jersey, run our business, come back home, deal with home shit, try to find time to write music, plan out upcoming events. Just do all the little shit, like, because we got a small team. Like, we do have like people that assist us, but like we have a small team. So it's like, also like how we are as people, it's like, even if it's like your responsibility to do that, like I fully understand that you have shit going on as well. So it's like, if I got 10 minutes of free time, like I'll do the shit I probably asked you to do because I got free time first.
Word up.
I mean, from your just want to say your latest project, Be Good. I loved every single song on it, but my favorite one is mainly the first one, Blitz.
Blitz
I
2000.
feel like the what you call it, the production was phenomenal. You guys already had the lyrics and everything, but the production on Be Good was phenomenal.
That's dope. I appreciate that.
If you're listening to this, you should definitely check that out.
I'm so surprised that Blitz. Like, I mean, I know it's a good
Yo,
song.
what?
I did not expect the reaction. A lot of people feel that way.
It brings you in. It opens the world of, what you're about to get into. It's just like it opens your ears up to more.
Man, if you guys knew how long it took to get that freaking track list order right. Just
what? It was
rearranging those songs.
It's like four niggas in a room doing this. Like,
think of a fucking Rubik's Cube. Just like, all right, does that look good? And people be like, nah, that looks good. And you just get that one nigga who be like, nah, see, right here. Nah, we need to put that right here. Like, and it's just like I take the whole shit apart. Like,
everybody had their own track list to the point niggas had to go back, listen. You gotta, now it's like, I came up with a track list, niggas fuck with the track list. Now everybody's like, yo, what about this? So now it's like, everybody's now made a track list. So now you have to go listen to everybody's track list, then be like, okay, I kind of see what you did, but like, nah. Then you got to come up with a new track list. Now everybody got a new track list. And then you just hoping shit starts clicking together where it's like, y'all got certain songs arranged the same way. So it's like, all right, we really just got to decide this.
It's a complete project.
Like,
I'm curious about the, like, and you guys already spoke on arranging the tracks, but like, as far as the subject matter and the choice of beats and stuff, I know, the beats that you guys had on it was kind of, I don't want to say too bit upbeat compared to the other project, but you did have a little bit of everything. So that's why I say it's a complete project. But as far as the subject matter, I feel like when you're making a project, everything should somewhat relate. Because I hate listening to songs where they just went and they mad song just threw it together. Oh, I have a project,
right?
But each song just, I don't know.
It's all over the place.
Just feel like it doesn't belong. Yeah, I hate that.
The next song's a Joe Dylan song.
So that's something that I liked about it, the project you guys put out.
The consistency comes from like the track listing and like listening to the songs over and over.
Because you can have like varying topics. I think you need that because a nigga that sell drugs does not only sell drugs. Like that nigga probably wakes up broke some days. He be stressed. Niggas be dying. He has good days. So it's like, yo, you want to incorporate like all facets of yourself into the songs.
At the same time, I feel like you could somewhat keep a theme.
Yeah, it's definitely it's more of an energy that's kind of flowing through the project. And it's like, all right, cool. Like with this song, like how he said our process usually starts. It starts with all the songs we've amassed. And it's just like, all right, like, what do you want to do? And it's just like, well, I really fuck with this song because this song is this. Let's go into that. I was like, all right, well, what song caters to that? And you kind of just like Jenga and build and put the pieces in together until you got something that works. Yeah, and it's beautiful.
I feel like having a theme kind of like let the fans know what's going on in your life at the moment.
See, but that is usually the theme of our projects. Yeah. It's like all facets of shit because like Blitz is just literally niggas talking shit.
Oh yeah.
And
that's why I fuck with it. Like,
you got like Goodness Gracious, like a championing song. You got like shit like Bitcoin, which is spending money, just doing frivolous fun shit. And like a lot of times we used to get like feedback from like women listeners and like, yo, like, make songs like for us. But it's like me as a person, like I'm not a like super love song kind of guy where like this nigga's able to do shit like that. So it's like, you got to find that happy medium where it's like, all right, cool. Like, I'll give y'all what y'all want, but like in my own way. And then you could go into songs about like pressure of like everyday life, shit like that.
Word.
Okay. That Bitcoin, it got, when I listened to it, I kind of visualized, the video that Anderson .Paak put out.
That's crazy.
Yo,
I kind of like
that was literally the treatment we had.
Really?
And then the video came out.
Written out.
The same shit. I was like, yo, we got to get a fur coat and we got to get a fucking animal. And then that shit came out. It happened 3 times.
We're gonna have the money guns. It's gonna be just squirting money all over us, doing random shit, and then like you're like, yo, you seen that?
That's literally that was playing in my head when every time I listened to Bitcoin.
Bro.
Us too, man. It was crazy. And we was trying to get the places. Niggas was hitting us with crazy prices, 1,600 this.
Told one nigga I got a whole vision for the video. He's like, yo, like I'm about to go to LA. Like if we could get this done in a week. We're not gonna get this done in a week, nigga. It's Tuesday. What you talking about?
Yeah, like how much you need? Yeah, we
nigga, this 2 weeks after that, my son J-Rock drops a video super similar to the shit we just told this nigga. I'm like,
for real.
I have no way to prove that you stole my idea.
It's just like, what a coincidence. Like, the universe does not let good ideas go to waste, man.
That's a fact.
If you say that shit out loud, you gotta act on that shit fast.
Act on it before you talk about it. Just like make sure you have everything in place and it's done.
That should already be done.
Go out, then you talk about it.
I had niggas with like, yo, it'd be lit if we did this and that would be lit. All right, perfect, because I did it already. Like, here you go.
Even if somebody put out the preview, you could put out your whole shit. Like, I have my shit done already. Like, I ain't even. No, you can't talk copy your shit.
That's a fact.
Now, like for someone hearing you hearing about you guys for the first time. And I mean, what do you have to say to like motivate them or kind of like get them to get them to go check what you guys got going on? Like, what would you tell them? How would you introduce your type of music you make? How would you get them to want to fuck with Venture Clan or want to check out what they got going on?
I feel like
I fuck with me.
Yeah, like, you know, we go places, and when we doing our shows and shit, 9 times out of 10, we be dying, we be laughing, looking like we are having a great time, and we just be there talking about shit, just talking and shit. And that makes people come over like, nah, y'all think just done, y'all performing tonight? Or, you know, they just want to know what's going on. Or we'll be in the store cracking jokes. Niggas is behind us like, yo, y'all in Harlem hookah? Like
yeah, well, y'all comedians? Like, what y'all about to fuck with?
We about to go home, niggas. We just worked all day. Like, you feel me? We just chopping jokes with the counter, the cashier and shit. So it's like that genuine, that authenticity kind of like makes people want to know, like, nah, what the fuck are these guys? Like, you know, you hear some of this shit we say, and it's crazy and it's outlandish, but it makes sense. You can understand it, and you'll be like, oh, nah, that's crazy. I ain't never think about it like that.
And I welcome niggas to make their own, like, opinion, where it's like, you know, even if your shit whack, you're gonna tell people it's hot. So it's like, I don't believe you. Where it's like, yo, listen, like, yo, check this out. If it's whack, go on the internet, tell everybody my shit is whack.
The problem, you know, I kind of run into is like being a person that doesn't like to be that kind of person to be like, yo, go check my this out, go check my that shit out. Like, because I know everything I do is fire. So it's like, I'm doing it, like, you know, I'm doing it if you say you know me, you feel me? So you'll go check it out and you'll see that it's good. Like, I want you to go check it out and see that it's good for yourself, and you'll fuck with it. But you just need a little moment to be like, yo, like,
I fuck with social media for that. Like, you guys are able to put out so many different content that's like outside of music that kind of give you a personal approach to to your music, that kind of like, you do other shit outside of the music that other people can relate to, so you can bring a different kind of audience to what you got going on.
Oh yeah, man.
I love social media for that.
Definitely.
Yeah, the fact that you're able to like record something and post it right away, interact with your fans,
word,
directly
from
it's amazing.
Just like direct to consumer shipping, like from manufacturer straight to, you know, the consumer. It works. There's like platforms like this, like Something Venture. You get to chill on the couch with niggas and chill. And, you know, since doing this, starting it, we 17 deep, you know, mad people want to come and just be on the show. A lot of people that I think, not saying that they're not necessarily interested, it's just like, what are we going to talk about? I feel like you kind of just want to be here and laugh with us while we do
See,
this.
but then at the same time, like, that's a good thing where it's like, I want y'all to be like, comfortable, like y'all.
Nah, that's why you think we keep the middle seat open. Yeah. So you can place yourself.
Yeah, like you're sitting here right now.
Like you're here. Like, I want that to be the feeling you get when you watch Something Venture. It's just like, yo, you chill, you get to know us, you chill with us.
You feel like you're there, you're talking to your screen.
And then like you know shit. So when you go and listen to our music, you catching shit you ain't catch before, because you might have heard us talk about a story, you know, say some shit, some keyword.
That's why they keep giving everybody chains.
That's why they keep giving everybody chains. This is what the spiral is. Like, these little key shit that we always talk about. And, you know, you get to like really know what that is. You really get to feel like you're a part of what's going on here.
Well, there you have it. You know, Venture Clan, you guys have finally completed the upcoming challenge.
Hey!
I want to thank, you know, Ave, the motherfucking bar god. I want to thank BukDaWorld 2 Live, aka the nasty one, for joining me in this upcoming challenge. You know, and again, you know, thank you to all the listeners and viewers. Hope you guys have gained something today, and promise to use it and share it with others. And also feel free to contact me to join a conversation with the upcoming challenge.
Word. I think it's gonna go far, man.
I appreciate it.
I'm rooting for it.
Thank you.
I'm gonna vote for it.
You know, and
you'd be like, I remember when it was this big. I'm like, it's grown now though. It's grown now though. Big.
That was dope, man. I think people are gonna fuck with that. You had really good questions.
Some good questions.
I thought you was gonna kind of blow it off. I'm not gonna front. I thought your questions gonna be superficial and shit. But you really got into some depth there.
Yeah.
Like,
you could have been like, all right, well, how'd you guys, you know,
Just like how you guys get started. Okay, what's your favorite thing? List 3 of your major influences. But now you was asking questions like you genuinely wanted to know, like somebody that wants to know about like what's going on. So I feel like you got the questions to create the content you're looking for.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Or good format.
Since this has been part of the podcast, I guess where do we go from this?
I feel like y'all gained mad shit.
Yeah, right. That was just
you gained a lot.
Gems, right?
Start to 2019 with a bucket full of gems.
Dump it on you.
Word, so you already know what it is. It's Ave Campbell, that motherfucking nigga, the bar guy, A guy, young Aristotle.
Yo, it's BukDaWorld, aka 2 Live, the freaking naughty venture, the nasty one.
And in the back, we got the superstar of the group,
you already
Mr. No Face, No Case.
Got the guns.
Third gun, got a fourth gun and a gun on a gun. Now he got a shotgun.
Shotgun.
My nigga Omeezy.
Oh, what?
Omeezy.
Let's go.
Thank y'all for watching Some Venture. Check out the music. Follow us on all social services at Venture Clan. That's Clan with a K. Follow OS Production 2_ on Instagram.
Yes. Hook up with that guy. Get your shit recorded. Go to our website. Get our merch. We got cool
Listen
dope
to
shit.
our music. Subscribe to the YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube. Watch our videos. Listen to the music. When you go to bed, put our shit on shuffle and let it run.
And just let that bitch ride.
Let it run.
You feel me? Picture yourself right here.
Last but not least, Shawty Omar with the shotgun. From The Wire, I'm not gay though.
Did you heard? You heard me?
You heard me?
You heard me?
I feel like every time any person that uses that reference, like Omar from The Wire, you gotta say it. I'm not gay though.
Oh yeah, that was listen, it's hard. It's hard out here being a walrus.
All right,
Dead niggas at the wars.